San Francisco is one of the best natural race courses in the world.
You got to be ready for mental and physical challenge. I think it's just taxing on kind of all aspects.
The US team, I think they just had a massive incident. Oh! Disaster for Australia! The wing's falling down!
Full set.
LA was a pretty good weekend for us. We left in the points, finishing P9.
To come back in after that first day and actually realize, like, okay, we're still sailing the boat fast, we're still maneuvering the boat properly. We're obviously still missing a couple of things, but at least like we're still in the fight.
Look at this guy's biceps. Look at these veins. No, dude, we're like that before. Absolutely.
We're here at the North American arm of Red Bull APC Performance Centre. It's a great resource for us, the team, to utilise. Provide many benefits from mental performance coaches, nutritionists, biomechanists, physical therapists. So we're lucky to get big use out of that as part of our partnership. The key theme of this week is trying to keep the team together. The only time we get together as a team, because we're scattered around the US, is at events. So we're going to try and make the most of these opportunities, and places like this is perfect, right at the centre here, to work together as a team. So it's a good chance to sort of glue that, the bonding and the culture and the ties there and working hard together. So it's how you build trust.
Being able to spend the week between races together, we never get to do that. We're always on the road. We all, kind of live separate lives.
The mental performance coaching, the strength coaching, the recovery, it was kind of all encompassing and a huge help for the team. And not only an opportunity to strengthen ourselves as individuals, but also come together as a team and kind of that culture and that trust within each other.
San Francisco is so epic. Racing in front of the Golden Gate, Alcatraz, City Front. It's such an iconic city, an iconic venue with the amazing conditions.
There's nothing quite like the Bay in its own right. I mean, it's a natural amphitheater.
San Francisco is one of those cities in the US that understands what we're doing, right? Sailing here is part of their culture and part of their community.
One hit wonder.
Was it a one-hit wonder? Absolutely loving it. Loving it.
This is our first doubleheader since the start of SailGP, and it requires an enormous amount of work from the league and the tech team, and then on our side from our shore team and in our business ops, getting all the logistics sorted. And it's also a heavy lift on all of us and all the athletes, right? Because you put your body through a lot, you put your mind through a lot, and then you got to go do it a week later.
So you go into this mental performance of, we're in LA, these are the conditions, this is what we're going to be focusing on, how we want to sail the boats, to having that mind switch and be like, hey, I have to be in not only recovery mode to physically get ready, but also mentally shift gears and be like, hey, we're racing, we're now in San Francisco. What are the key things about the conditions? What are the key things about the venue that are going to change the way we want to approach each and every race?
This is for all the marbles right here. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's go. Alright, so then should I start and then there's not too much. You do the first practice? Yeah. I'll do the second practice. You do the first race. I'll do the second race. Okay. Sick. Good job. Maybe next time. We need to come up with a sick handshake like Therese.
San Francisco is one of the best natural race courses in the world.
It can be different every single day, but more often than not, you're prepared for really cold water, really big breeze, and pretty mixed up sea state. So it's like the perfect combination to make the boats incredibly hard to sail, but at the same time makes it really rewarding when you get it right.
Beautiful day to go racing here in San Francisco at the Oracle San Francisco Sail Grand Prix. 6 teams participated in practice race number 1 for this second group.
Look for that line to turn white and we'll see who's got it right.
Taylor Canfield and the US SailGP team pick up a position on the Italians as the Italians follow the Kiwis around. And the USA were in 6th. They move up to 3rd place. So a great second half of that race for them.
They'll all be a bit mindful. The wind's picked up a little bit, almost 30 kilometers an hour. Maybe that sea state's making it a bit trickier as well, so they're just trying to get round, find another way to get round boats rather than just close crosses all the time.
Taylor Canfield, he's going to try to cut on the inside and slingshot around Content de la Pierre.
I think the French are just going to have enough. They're going to be able to put the Stare onto the USA, and they have too much of an advantage. But good race by the US, good comeback. De la Pierre hold on to that second.
Yeah, just finished up the practice day in San Francisco. Awesome day. You know, that San Francisco weather turned on for us in the end, and just clever sailing. You know, pretty flat water with you know, 2 great races out there, and yeah, we had a lot of fun, and I think we sailed the boat quite well. Felt like we were pushing the boat hard around the race course, and yeah, and had 2 great races. So we're going to carry that momentum over to tomorrow, and I'm excited to race in front of our home fans again.
To come back to the U.S. And have 3 home races this season is a huge opportunity for us to build a fan base at home.
Racing in front of home fans is so special, and racing for your country is something you can't really put into words, and so it just feels really special, and I have my parents here and some family here.
Who's ready for this race? Let's go!
To have all the fans there, you know, cheering for us right when we finish, and yeah, that gives you a big emotional boost. It definitely keeps you focused, wants you to perform really well.
They're 1 minute away from the start of race 1. 4 races today here in San Francisco.
Well, it's so interesting to see who chooses to come into the start box early, who late. USA, that's a real feature of Taylor Canfield. Middle of our screen, he loves to lead back and try and control the start.
Coming into San Francisco, it's you got to be ready for mental and physical challenge. I think it's just taxing on kind of all aspects.
And it's already damage limitation for New Zealand, for Great Britain and for the US. Higher you go, the faster you go, but the more risky it is.
Unfortunately, the USA looking for a big bounce back on home waters. They will not get it here in race number 1, as they will finish in 11th place. 65 seconds away from race number 2 at the Oracle San Francisco Sail Grand Prix, day number 1. The USA needs a big rebound in this one as they finished in last place. Remember, last place gets you no points, 10 points to the winner, and it's all about accumulating enough points, where tomorrow only the top 3 teams will race in the event final. Good start also for Taylor Canfield, US SailGP team. They opt for the right-hand side as well. They tuck into 4th place.
So the US team look like they're going to try and turn inside, maybe. No, change of mind on board US. They just sneak ahead of Brazil, well judged.
Mother Nature in San Francisco, they don't get pushed around. So you've got to make sure you have your A game, or you know you're in trouble.
Oh boy, hold on guys. Oh boy.
The US team, I think they just had a massive incident. They got really loose on the foils, very high. Runners seemed to ventilate, looked like they got air around the foils on the runner. Lost control, disaster for the US team. Just got way loose there.
And they are dropping precipitously from 4th place now to 10th. USA goes 11 and 11 with 2 more races to go. Stevie, I said it, I think after race number 1, they're going to have to turn this thing around fast.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be starting to feel the pressure, aren't they? They're making mistakes, and the mistakes are really hurting them right now. So, yeah, it's got to hurt on board that boat right now. we are on board the US boat there. They've slid through the gap at the top of the line, but they are early again.
This is the umpire's early start penalty. Germany, Brazil, USA.
That means they go to the back.
Tricky race again for the US, Germany and Brazil. These teams have really got to take the opportunity of this bigger course to start picking up the places, because at the moment their weekend's running away from them real quick.
The USA right now sitting on 2 last place 11s. If they hold on this, they'll get a 9th place. That is not going to get it done.
It's really challenging to sail the boats well in these conditions, and you know, especially now with the new T-foils. These boats are, you know, so hypercritical to be, you know, on point and exact, and in those conditions, that's hard to do.
And a great start for the Americans.
US stick the maneuver well there, Todd.
So Taylor Canfield now sits in 3rd place for US SailGP, a team desperate in need of a win or a top 3 finish.
3, 2, East, 1. Setting up.
Oh, the US team, they've had an absolute howler on that bottom roundup. They got too high, they got loose, they parked it.
So the Americans were sitting in 3rd, and they absolutely come to almost a complete stop. They are now dropping back to 8th place.
And that's just so much discipline at their back. It's a great start. They were 3rd place, they're 11th. Mistakes hurt you so badly.
It was a bit of an odd day for us, actually. We went out in free practice and sailed what I would say is the best we've ever sailed as a team. Then unfortunately, when racing started, we, you know, had a major error in every race, and yeah, we you know, are all doing a little soul searching last night, and you know, the glass half full is that we all know we're capable. You know, we believe in ourselves and we believe in each other, but you know, you have to put it together when it counts. So that's what we'll be focused on today, and yeah.
Yeah, man.
Who's got their timing right as that line's about to go wide?
Germany, Deutsche Bank holding on to 9th. Here come the Americans, US SailGP trying to close down and see if they can get it done. Germany, Deutsche Bank just edges out the Americans to claim that point in 9th. The US gets 10. This is the penultimate leg of race number 6, the 2nd race of the day on Super Sunday from San Francisco.
How you got it timed?
It actually looks quite a bit lighter across the course, so those in the back of the pack, they're definitely struggling a little bit more.
Tight there, Brazil have got to give room to the United States. The United States execute a great maneuver on the inside of Brazil.
The Americans come through. Good race for Taylor Canfield and company as they finish in 8th place. The Brazilians grab 9th, and the final points going to North Star Canada, with Germany, Deutsche Bank being kept out of the points.
Broke the jib lead line, so we're gonna try and get it fixed.
Favoured position is that blue triangle, but the Rolex Pro Predictor sits on board the United States, and they have a big gap in the line. Oh, disaster for Australia! The wing's falling down. Oh, that was a huge moment. Let's hope no one's hurt. we've just heard news now that everyone is safe on that Australian boat. I can't help but say I'm very relieved to hear that.
Now the battle is on. Who's going to get 9th and 10th? And it looks like Red Bull Italy just ahead of the Americans.
You know, tough weekend for these newer teams, the lesser experienced teams in these big conditions here in San Fran. Well, there's going to be some sore wounds, sore egos out there in those boats.
Yeah, we didn't get the result we wanted to here. You know, we put a lot of work in leading into San Francisco. A lot of those things are going on behind the scenes, but the results don't show it, and obviously we need to go back and continue to put more work into it. The story's not over. We're still continuing to push really hard. You know, I thought that, you know, PK, Mac, Anna did a fantastic job in the front of the boat this weekend. Taylor really got us on the start line for those last couple of races. We had some awesome starts, and we were in the race at Mark 1. So, you know, there's a lot to be really excited about for our team, but obviously the results aren't there.
This is the nature of the sport, and it is what it is. So, yeah, I think we're, you know, just going to look at our mistakes and our data and continue to keep pushing as a team off the water in preparation for Rio.
Anything else you want to add?
I'm cold.
Thank you.
For the first time in history, Rio de Janeiro will welcome SailGP. It's a backdrop like no other, with an atmosphere that is truly unique.